Many of us look for answers in the mouths of other mortals just like us. We hunger for success and endeavor to create a mark that will outlast generations in our chosen fields. However, after toiling around some ideas, grinding vigorously to make it see the light of day without yielding the expected results, we tend to lose belief in ourselves. Our guts desert us and we lose that drive pushing us to jump out of our beds before the sun wakes and sweat it out on vital tasks. Our willpower suffers a massive blow and we are forced to hunt for motivation from external sources. We look up to the gurus. The gurus are self-acclaimed experts that profess tips on how to fix our lives, even though 3/4 of them rarely exhibit proof of the success achieved by practicalizing their own elixir. Yes, I know these tips are meant to springboard us from zero to hero. But, in most cases, we end up feeling like pathetic losers when the results achieved from following these tips fall short of the anticipated results. The expected results are somewhat exaggerated and lack empirical data. But the gurus have a way of making their tips look foolproof. According to the gurus, you apply these tips religiously and unlock success irrespective of other challenges that might roll down your path. You hold these tips close to your chest, act on it, but then, the desired result remains elusive. Understanding that a one-size-fits-all does not exist when it comes to bringing home your goals can save you from feeling a jolt of disappointment when you fail. Most of the gurus hammer on generic and surface tips without touching base with the root cause peculiar to your situation. But don't blame them for this, they don't know you personally to understand the peculiarity of your situation. The surface tips like believe in yourself, just keep pushing, etc. can pump you up in the short term and give you that much needed drive to pursue your goals with fervor, but you will surely require more than a couple of pep talks to sustain your efforts, and keep you committed in the face of obstacles. Search for credibility and results. Well, don't get me wrong, the gurus are not entirely a fraud. Actually, some of these fellows have accomplished astonishing success sufficient to earn them the badge of honor to dish out tips on how to replicate their achievement. They have earned the badge of guru and are worth listening to. What am I driving at? Don't waste your time jumping on just any motivational video on YouTube with a pretty-looking guy blessed with a husky voice pumping into your skull surface tips on how to be successful and realize your goals. Conduct your due diligence to confirm if these fast talkers have some accomplishments under their belt. Put simply, search for credibility. For example, Gary Vaynerchuk is a successful entrepreneur who leveraged on the gravitational power of the internet to transition the liquor store business he inherited from his father to a multi-million-dollar business. After achieving this stellar feat, he delved into the advertising business where he replicated the same level of success he accomplished with the liquor business. He produces a ton of content across various social media platforms where he shares valuable and practical success tips and not just surface-level motivation. Gary does scratch well below the surface. If you are currently in a rut and struggling to find that inner strength to pursue something worthwhile, I'm sure he has loads of contents on the internet that will address your unique situation. This is one guru I will break a neck to learn from. A couple of others exist, but he stands out for me. Take your time to comb through the internet and search for those astounding individuals that have enjoyed actual success to inspire you. Be patient with yourself. Starting the journey of a new goal comes with mixed feelings. You probably might be pretty anxious and scared to hell, wondering if you've taken the right decision, and hoping it won't all blow up in your face. On the other hand, you might also feel very optimistic and expect the stars to align in the right places for you. Whichever side of the spectrum you find yourself, you will need to cuddle a key element in the pursuit of your goal: patience. All good and worthwhile things take time and require perseverance. Else, you will become your own worst enemy by bailing out on your goals rather too early. According to Benjamin Franklin, genius is nothing but a greater aptitude for patience. Isaac Newton also added his 2 cents to the Golden Book of Patience when he said, "If I have ever made any valuable discoveries, it has been owing more to patient attention than any other talent." Don't wrap yourself up in the belief that you've exhausted all options to become successful and settle down for average. You are actually capable of achieving great things. In fact, patience and faith are 2 key components in the recipe for success. Wrapping up, motivational speakers are not entirely full of deception. In fact, as mentioned earlier, great motivational speakers that dwell on practical concepts and ideas are available for us to learn from. You just need to take your time to fish them out. We all need our dose of motivation to stay on track in the pursuit of our goals. Or, don't we? Most importantly, stay patient while grinding. Success hardly happens overnight. A lot of sweat and pain is masked behind most success stories. Meet you at the top.